Hey, what's up? I don't know, man. I it's been 5 months since I did a podcast. I really didn't think it was that long. I thought it was like February, January, and it turns out it's been 5 months. Today is the 1st of May. The last time I did a podcast was December 10th, and last time I did a podcast, I recall it being about a girl. And guess what? That's what's not about a girl. So we good. We good. I don't know, man. I like to talk. I like to check in once in a while. Just, you know, catch up. Um, just talk about life. Kind of tune in with people that care about tuning in. It's not like everyone cares, but for the people that do care, it's awesome. It's cool. It's good for me. Maybe it's good for you. Maybe you care about my life more than the average person. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just looking for bad advice. I don't know. But I am here. That's what this is. And I thought, I don't know. It's 12:30 at night, and actually, I feel like I need to be like looking into the camera because it's just like I feel like I'm not making eye contact with you guys, but I can't do that for the whole time. I don't know. I think check-ins are good. Check-ins with me, check-ins with you guys. It's somehow I said it's kind of a two-way streak. Yeah, we got 150 people in here. That's actually way more than I thought. I thought there was going to be like 8 people. Yeah, I don't know. Where do we start, man? Where do we start? I feel like the last podcast was me. I was like, I just need to chill on girls, and girls suck, and I don't know. Am I any more wise than I was then? Because literally, like, how did that go? So I remember there was a girl. There's always a girl. And then, I mean, why not start this off with some girl talk? So there was a girl. And then I was like, sorry, YouTube's more important. And then that kind of ended. And then went away for Christmas, and that kind of let things simmer out. But then things didn't simmer out, and then got back to school. Things heated back up again, and then I said, "Sorry, I still got to do YouTube, but you want to like whatever." And then it didn't really work out, and that kind of fucked me up for like a week. And then we had like a real talk, and then that very night, after we completely ended everything, another girl just strolled onto the scene. So that was interesting. Also kind of told her that YouTube is, well, not even YouTube, I guess, is like the thing. This is what I've realized, I think, in my last 5 months since I've done a podcast is anything. I think it's that, you've got this like life, you've got whatever's going on, right? And for me, it was kind of like, I don't really want like to have this like exterior force just come in and be like the disruptor to change my entire life. And I feel like that's how I've been with girls in the past, where it's like, oh, you're my girlfriend now, so you get this front row stage to the whole, the whole part of me, and I don't think that's fair to the rest of my life. So that's kind of how I think I've learned is like, it's like, yeah, you've got friends and you've got family and you've got like goals, and I guess like YouTube is like my job and stuff, and like school and exercise and getting really drunk and just having a great time, and then a person maybe if that's a thing maybe. But that was the big thing, I think, is I was just like, listen, like I've always been like girl, and then this year, because I broke up with my from a serious relationship in August, it was like, yo, damn, 200 people watching. What the heck is up? So yeah, I had a pretty serious. I guess like it was like a year and a half breakup. It's a good relationship. And then I was like, listen, I suck every time I get into a relationship, so I'm gonna try to avoid a relationship. And then I think the happy medium is kind of like I'm not looking for a relationship, but if anything happens to come around, then things are good. Things are good. Sounds like Pat got hose. I don't got hose, but Battle Royale for charity. That'd be a good idea. Someone really should do that. That would be an awesome idea. I don't think that's happening for the zombies community, but I think that'd be good. So anyways, I guess you could say talking to a girl. She's a nice lady, but nothing serious. And like I said, man, it's just like you got building blocks. And actually, that's kind of, geez, where are we gonna go from here? You interrupted my last gen slumber. Accept your apology. I love you dearly with all my heart. You are my Liebchen. My Leibchen means sweetheart in German, dude. You wanna talk what I've been up to? So crazy semester. Crazy semester, guys. Like, basically, this has been what I would say the best year of my life. At least the best 10 months of my life. So anyone, like I said, I'm talking to the right group of people that follow the podcast. Like, last year was the worst year of my life. I don't want to use the word depressed, but I was having like just a terrible time, and I just laid in bed and had well, it wasn't that I had no friends, but I was just fucked up. Okay. It was the whole concussion stuff. Went to LA. That kind of just like pulled me out of my like just hole that I was in of just feeling terrible. And then I figured out partially what the reason was that I was having all these issues with the concussion. I got that kind of sorted out. And then it was like I broke up with my girlfriend. I decided to go back to school, and it was just all these life changes and just went boom. And then we were just kind of like, okay, it's August. And then, just like school. So that was up to that like last semester. But then this semester, I was going back to school, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to. I was just like, I'm going to do this and see what happens. And it turned out I was like, you know what? Turns out I really like the academic world, and I really like being a student, which is really weird. But now that I try it, it's like crazy. So came back to school, overloaded on courses. So instead of like your normal course load, I was taking more courses because I'm trying to graduate on time, and I'm about to do some more summer courses. Anyways, fun freaking fact, okay? I'm excited about this. I just actually found this out today. This semester, 4. Okay? Big 4.0 GPA on this dog right here. And I don't say that to brag, but I say that because I'm proud of myself because of where I've been. So in my second year of university, YouTube started getting on the rise, and I was like, I hate school and I just want to drop out. And I think I'm gonna make a video about this, maybe sometime if I get the opportunity, but maybe when I graduate in like a year. But it was like, I am making money, I have a job, why do I need to go to school? Because the only reason to go to school is to get a job. And like, that was kind of like all people ever said about university, which is like true. But anyways, so yeah, like in my second year, I did not care about classes. I went from if we go like first semester, first year, so like my very first semester at university, I was like a 3.8, 3.9. Next one, I was like a 3.5 because like I was starting to get YouTube. Next one, I was like a 2.8 maybe. And then my second semester, second year, when I just was ready to drop out, I was a 1.9. Okay, so like I've been up, I've been down. Then I came back. First semester back, I was like a 3, and that was like it was like a very like big standard deviation on my grades. I had like a few A's and like a D, like a B minus, But anyways, then this semester I was like, fuck it, I've never had a 4.0 in any semester. Let's go hard, and I don't know how. It was gonna be like a 3.8, 3.9, and I just maybe my prof just liked me because there's no way I deserved it. But anyways, got a 4.0, so that's awesome. I guess it doesn't really matter unless I wanted to go to like grad school or something. But I think something I've learned about me is like this was a really weird semester for me, and this is like good to just talk about because basically what happened is like. I said if I'm going to be taking school seriously, I have to abandon the daily upload regime, if you will, which I've been doing for a while. And even last semester, if it wasn't daily, I was doing at least 5 a week, right? And I was like, okay, if I'm going to abandon this, I got to up my content, right? Because I can't be doing the same type of the same quality, which was like a pretty low tier, I'll be honest. Like a live stream takes 2-hour live stream takes a lot less work than a video I'm making now, right? But I said, listen, okay, if I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna go to school, actually care, I'm gonna have to like change it up, right? And this is where we're gonna get into the heated life of leaving, betraying. I don't know, man. You call it what you want. You call it what you want. I haven't uploaded zombies in like 3 months. A lot of reasons why, but the biggest one was Well, there was no biggest reason really. I mean, if you want to break it down, like let's take the five main components of why. Okay, so first off, zombies is dead. That's a big one. It's really hard to be a YouTuber about a game when the game you're trying to upload is the community doesn't care for it, you know. And I hate to say it that way, but like people always say like, oh, you should stream Origins or you should stream Mob, that you know. And it's like I actually do that once in a while. Like I streamed Shadows maybe a month ago just because it sounded like fun, and I'm thinking about doing Mob pretty soon. But the thing is like after the 87th time of doing the Origins Easter egg with no change, it it loses its appeal. And you know, as much as good excited little panda, as much as it sounds like, oh, you know, I miss when you uploaded this, it gets boring. And you know, that's the thing that I realized. So like the zombies community, they're just no one's there right now. Okay, and it's sad, and I hate it, but it's the truth. And I think that's just something that, you know, we miss the Origins world record speedruns, but you know, eventually you're gonna get bored of it because there was the other group of people, and that group would get bigger every day. Of why are you doing the exact same thing over and over? And to me, it was like when I first started the whole. Well, like let's move on to the second component. So zombies is there's just not really the audience is there for it right now. Second thing is like growth, you know, and that's another thing I've really realized, and that's something I feel like I've grasped a little bit more since I've gotten back to university, is like growth and just like continually developing yourself as a person. And to me, it's like streaming the same map over and over and over still today. It's not really conducive to growing as a person or growing as a creator, even more specifically. It's like the content that I'm making now is like actually challenging to me because it's like, okay, idea, you know, and ideas are kind of easy. Maybe, I don't know, they're easy to me. An idea is the easiest part because I don't have to do anything. I just go about my day, and I get an idea once in a while and I write it down, and I'm lucky enough that Fortnite is a game that gives me more ideas than I am able to churn out. So as of now, I haven't ever run out of ideas, but it's like ideas, you just kind of got to you just kind of can't force it, just let it happen. But then like thumbnails, man, and it's like I put like an hour at least into every single thumbnail I make now. Or it used to just be like, oh, PNG white text, you know. Now it's like thumbnails are like the like thumbnails to me are my favorite part of making Fortnite videos because they're so like, I don't know. As much as you're like, oh, your thumbnails is just so basic now, it's like I put a lot of thought into it. Like I do like many tries. It's like a concept one. Nah, don't like that at all. Completely scrap it. Concept two. Okay, that's working. And then just work from there, you know. And then it's like the gameplay. And I suck at Fortnite, so getting gameplay is hard. And then, you know, it's like this whole thing, you know, and then editing it. And fortunately, I picked up an editor. He is God's gift to my YouTube channel. Like, he is amazing. He's a better editor than me. He's always hitting that on time. He's just a nice guy. He's just funny. Okay, you can tell when a video on my channel now is edited by him or me, because if it's edited by me, it's like maybe a few cuts, funny things. His, it's just like it's so much better. But anyways, so yeah, number one point is like zombies is just not there right now. Number 2 point is I felt like I wasn't growing, continuing to do the exact same thing, and Fortnite has kind of been a new avenue for me to grow. And even as a side note of that, it's really awesome right now because I feel like I found a little niche in Fortnite that no one is really hitting. I saw Noah make a video the other day, did like 5 million views, and I was like, God damn, that's crazy. And that's awesome because, you know, at the end of the day, if you know, it's you can't ever be jealous of other people being successful because it is only going to help you long term, and it's good for them and it's good for you. So I saw that, I was like, God damn. But I think I've really found this little niche of like ranking and top 10s and kind of interesting different videos. So I don't know. I'm at this weird place now, and it's like, like I said, zombies is just not really there. Another point is like I don't like World War II, so the content that I could make, I don't like that game. I was excited for it. I played the crap out of the first map, and I just, it's like I didn't want to force it, because like the thing is like if it was like better than any Treyarch game ever, and it was doing like 1 million views a video, I probably would have continued on with World War II. And yeah, a sellout, you can call it that. Like I went really hard on World War II, but I gotta be honest, like it's so depressing to like, for me it was like I tried so hard to make that game exciting and entertaining, and I really wanted to like it, but it fell off for me, and it fell off for the people watching. And it's like if both sides aren't there, it sucks. It's like you can have views, you can have I guess what it is like you like making the content, people like watching the content, and there's like views, you know what I mean? And like views and that people liking it is not always that, because like you can have a lot of views but everybody hates you. There's YouTubers like that, and then you have to like it, and it's like kind of liked it, but there were just like and it wasn't working. World War II wasn't working, and it's so defeating when you're trying so hard and it's just not working. And it's sad, but you gotta it's really hard. But I think like for me it's been the most growing point. I remember actually the night I made my last podcast, sitting in that room with a girl, and we were just like talking about how shit's gonna go down, and I was like, man, like right now I was like, I am taking the biggest risk I've ever taken on my YouTube channel. I was like, I am going to stop uploading what I've been uploading for 5 years. That was like the day I was like, I'm gonna do Fortnite. Anyways, so that's kind of where I'm at. It's unfortunate that like zombies is kind of where it's at, but it is good for me. It is really good for me to just be doing something different for right now. And people are like, I see a lot of people saying in the chat like, are you gonna play Black Ops 4? Like, absolutely freaking lootly, I'm gonna play Black Ops 4. I just hope it's there, because like I said, I can love it. Like I guess the thing is if I love Black Ops 4 to death, I will post it. But at the end of the day, I'll be honest. This is like the most honest thing I have is like, no matter what, I'm gonna post Black Ops 4. But at the end of the day, it's like if the community doesn't like it and the community's not there for it, I can only post so much, because as much as you got to do what you enjoy. It is also kind of like it's really defeating when you're uploading videos and no one wants to watch them, right? And it's like the business side of it, but it's there, right? And that's the thing is like when you've got that perfect combination of people are loving the content and you're loving making it, it's self-fulfilling, because you feel passionate and you feel inspired to make a video, and then people love it, and then you get that feedback and you feel really good about it. It makes you feel even better to make another video. And it's really rewarding, or it's really depressing, because it's the other way, where you put work in and people don't like it, and it makes you feel a little bit worse about the next video, and then people don't like it, and you know what I mean? It goes down. So what I'm saying is, Black Ops 4 is a definite. The amount of Black Ops 4 I post is going to be very dependent on how good Black Ops 4 is. I hope it's awesome. I hope everybody likes it. I'm nervous, but I'm pretty pessimistic when it comes to YouTube. So that's to be taken. That being said, though, like I've been posting completely different content, and I don't know. Like, I'm curious if anyone's here that is like really on, like, you're enjoying my Fortnite content. Like, I'm just curious if there's really anyone there that is on that train, because I feel like it'd be really interesting to me if there's anyone watching this that's like, I really liked your top fives, and I like Fortnite, and I like what you're doing with Fortnite. That would be really cool, just because, like, I don't know. To me, I feel like most of the zombies community people just kind of stopped watching, and it's kind of sad. Album covers. I'm moving actually tomorrow. This is like the only room in the house that is still somewhat moved. But Number one shotgunner. But yeah, like I love the Fortnite videos, but I do miss seeing some zombies. So like I guess I don't know. Like I said, I think the content it's different. It hits a niche. Um, it's something that's kind of I don't hate it, but it's not the best. I love any content no matter what. Like your content, I watch it, enjoy everything you upload. And see, that's not even. I'm not even. I hate Fortnite with a passion, but I love supporting you. See, and it's not even like. Actually, I appreciate. You know what I say? I appreciate it. If it's just like I like watching whatever you post. That's awesome. If you've got any more like you know, real feedback, it's like, what about it do you like it? Is it that it's a unique thing? Is it that no one else does it? Is it that my opinion on Fortnite is actually good because, according to the internet, it's not. You know, are they insightful videos? I try to kind of cover like I've been trying to cover like basically, in my opinion, ranking is the new top 5/top 10. You know, I still do some top 10s, but for the most part, it's like ranking has replaced it's because it's the format. You know, it's the the motion format, right? So I think that's like an obviously like people always like that kind of content because it's easy to follow and it's really categorized. Um, uh, Always will always be a thing. I hate Fortnite content on YouTube, but yours is serviceable. See, I like, and I take that, man. Like, I won't say my content is not clickbait. I like to think of it as very enticing, but I've definitely had a few clickbait thumbnails. But what I would say is like, if you look at most of Fortnite content, it's pretty garbage. I'm part of the zombies community. I watch you. I don't like Fortnite. I enjoy our content, miss zombies. Okay. I love the vids because there's from someone I watch forever, and I just love hearing different opinions about games. Okay. Don't ever change. Okay. The Fortnite community feels broken. Yeah, no. Fortnite's too big to feel like the zombies. It's the same as GTA. Like GTA was so big that there wasn't really like a group for it, you know. I love Fortnite. I love your Fortnite vids, and I was the Zombies clan, but I moved to Fortnite. I love your vids, and I always support you whatever you do. Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, I'm really just looking for like criticism, to be honest, because I wanna, I don't know, I just wanna like your personality. Okay. Okay. Well, that's awesome if that's it. You know, it's like I love hearing your voice. Okay. Like that's what I'm looking for. You know, it's like specifics. You know, specifics, criticism. You know, just like I'm looking for insightful stuff when I ask that because it's like I really want to try to hit what it is. I guess it's me maybe, but it's not just me, right? It's but if that is a big part of it, then I appreciate that because yeah, like I said, I think I like to. I don't know. I think to me like the video that's done the best in the last month and the video that I think was kind of unique was top 10 rarest Fortnite skins because it was like taking like the history of Fortnite and it was like all the stuff that you probably didn't know about and trying to kind of compile it. But what I would say is the Fortnite, like this type of content is stressful, man. Because when you're doing dailies, it's like you've got like okay, you know, I'm gonna hit in the 100,000 to 200,000 range, pretty much every video, and that'll be enough to hit my goals for the month, right? But with Fortnite and uploading like 2 to 3 times a week, it's like, shit, this video didn't bang. And then if the second video doesn't bang in a row, it's like my life is over. And that's literally where I'm at right now, which is it's so ridiculous. I'm like in the last 4 videos, I've only had one get over 500,000 views. But it's like that 500,000 views has to cover for the other 3 days of the week that you didn't upload, right? If you do the math on it, right? So it's like, 300K, 150K, 650K, that's good. 260K, like it's like no, we got to pump those numbers up. We had a real good run, man. 600K, 1.6 million, 900K, 600K, 600K, 4 million, 500K. That's a good run right there. That's a good run. We gotta step up to the plate soon. But anyways, if you streamed Fortnite, your unfiltered personality is great. I don't know. I appreciate that. I like I'm really just not that good at Fortnite, and I'm like it's like, I how do I say this? I'm not always bad at Fortnite. Like, if you watch my videos, it'll be like, oh, that's a good clip, you know? But the thing is, they're clips, and I'm not consistently that good. It's like, I have it in me to be a good Fortnite player. I'm just not consistent. Like, you'll see a clip where it's like I drop like 5 people in a game, in like 2 minutes at, like Pleasant or something. That's just like a recent one in my head. Actually, from my most recent video, top 10 greatest Fortnite battles of all time, which was a fun video to make. I really liked making that video. It didn't do as well as I'd hoped, but it was really fun to make. But yeah, my most recent one, it's like 5 kills in like a minute, but I can't do that consistently, and I'm poop all the other time. So the reason I don't really think I want to stream is just like I guess I have I have the stream, like I've streamed so many times in the past. I'm not saying I'd be the funniest. I'm not saying I am ever the funniest or most entertaining, but I do think I have the ability to like maintain a stream. It's more just like I don't think I have the gameplay, like I'll play with my friends. We'll do squads and like maybe one kill, maybe one win in a night. I guess I could stream with YouTubers and I do better. Solo, it's like, first of all, oh, I don't even want to talk about solo. This is so embarrassing. I have 3 solo wins in Fortnite. Oh my god, I'm gonna just go walk up through. Yeah, I have 3 solo wins. I have like 38 squad wins. Okay, but I don't know, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm just not that good. It's like I'm just not that good, man. I'm really not that good at Fortnite. And that's like, it's shitty, Because like I said, I think I have like the knowledge of the game, but it's just that this was the first game I ever played on keyboard and mouse. And the rate that I'm learning is like, it's like if I had the keyboard and mouse skills and you threw me into October Fortnite, no knowledge of the game, just the ability to click the buttons and aim the mouse, I feel like by now I would be so good at Fortnite. But because this whole process is as I'm learning the game, I'm also learning it's been a rough go. I just changed all my keybinds today back to poop, but I'm hoping for the future to be better. Anyways, I have no solo ones. Well, I appreciate that. Even Lex is 5. Dude, Lex is amazing at Fortnite. Oh, Lex is great. Fortunately, I have a lot of good friends. It's not like if I play in a squad scheme, like I feel like I can, like I'll carry my own, but even sometimes lead the team. But it's just, anyways. So I guess what I've learned from uploading Fortnite is that I don't have to tie myself to one game, and I don't know what games I want to do, but I really have like a feeling that I feel like I could spread a little bit. I like keeping a tight focus, but I think the only other game was like Pokemon. And looking back, it was like I uploaded a lot of Pokemon to top 10 trends, and I think like man, if Pokemon was still so big, it's like I'd like to upload that kind of content to my main channel, because that was really interesting content in my opinion. The Pokemon videos I made, like it's also really weird. My most viewed video of all time is 10 animals you're glad don't exist. It has 7 million views on top 10 trends. Weird. Anyways, 10 Pokemon you're glad don't exist in real life. 4.5 million views. That is as many views as my best Fortnite video, my best video on my channel, I'm pretty sure. Is that right? Most viewed video on my channel has 4.9 million views. But on a channel that doesn't even like show my face and the editing's really not that great, 4.5. So what I'm saying is I wish that I do Pokemon, dude. Oh man, I'd love to. But I've kind of got an idea now of the content I like making, where I'm at right now, and I just feel like it'd be cool to expand. The thing is it's so hard to do that. It's so hard to do that. It's so hard to post different games and be successful at it. That's why I always do zombies, because you just stick to one thing, and it's, that being said, like once zombies comes out, I'm really excited because it's like I feel like I've got this good kind of niche. It's like, like I've got a few video ideas. Obviously, like the number one video in my head is like ranking every Black Ops 4 zombies gun from worst to best. That's that's a piece of cake video right there. So that's good. I mean, I'll definitely be able to throw some zombies in, which I like. I like the variety, but like I said, YouTube is It's real hard. It's real freaking hard to do the variety. And I don't know, man. Like I am so pessimistic when it comes to YouTube. I'm just literally like one bad video and my channel is over. Okay, so back in when was this? What video did bad? Okay, 3 months ago, I uploaded a video called 10 More Hidden Fortnite Chests You Didn't Know About. 182K views to this day. I uploaded that video and I was like, well, I guess I've had a good run with Fortnite, but it's clearly like, you know, that had uploaded like a few weeks before 1.6 million, 4.9 million, 300K, 1.3 million, 600K, and then that video, one video did bad. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just be getting really lucky at Fortnite. So, you know, whatever. I then proceed to do 600K, 500K, 500K, 1.3 million, 2 million, 900K, 1.7 million, 400, 800, 600, 800, 200. Man, like, it's been like insane. But like I said, I have one bad video and it's like, it's over. And now I've had 3 to 4 and I'm like, it's really over. And like, I'm like, okay, I gotta pick up my shit. But you know, man, it's all about those sexy thumbnails. And I'm looking at my thumbnails right now, and I'm like, you know, those thumbnails have been the sexiest as they can be. I got some fire thumbnails cooking, okay? They're already made. The videos are yet to be edited, but, dude, those thumbnails, man, I freaking love them. Come back to zombies. I missed those days. So I talked about that a little bit earlier, but it's like, you know, right now, the way I feel is it's like, go back to what, you know? Like, are you going to just watch me play the exact same map over and over and over? I don't want to play that. I don't want to ruin my favorite maps and my favorite game of all time. That's, you know, the Quinn, exactly. Quinn's just chilling on his channel waiting for BO4. I respect people starting second channels. And I said this, like, probably... I think I said this when I started the Smith plays, like when I, you know, and like before okay, so just to picture this, before Black Ops 2 came out. This was a time before Transit existed, let alone Shadows of Evil, Origins. Like this was August, Black Ops 2 maybe. I had another channel and I was like, you know, I could still run both of these channels, but it's like, nah, no, there's no one ever has 2 successful channels. It just, it doesn't work, okay? It's like, I see all these YouTubers with 2 channels. You know, I see Quinn do it, and he's doing well. But it's just, in my opinion, it's a waste, man. Because, like, you put all this effort into this one channel, and it's like, you could have just put it into your main channel and continued that grow. And it's like, well, I don't want to alienate my audience because they're subscribed for this and they're subscribed for that. But it's like, yeah, but you're gonna put more effort into one of them than the other. And then one of them is gonna ultimately waste. The other one is gonna profit. And if you're gonna try to go back to the other one where you're just riding it out, like YouTube, you gotta go full on. You know, like there's no like, I'm gonna kind of do this channel. It's like you have to really, really go at it. And if you don't, it's just it doesn't work, right? So the way I see it is like, the way I see it is like I you know Noah as well. He's got a really successful second channel. There's like the only person I can think of that had like a good run of successful channels was T Martin. But as soon as his main channel got like messed up, funny thing, his second channel started doing really well. That's the way I see it. It's like no one ever has 2. Okay, let me frame it this way. How many people have successful YouTube channels that actually try YouTube, okay? Like let's say 1 in 10,000 where like that person is satisfied. They have like 1,000 subs maybe. I don't know. That's just a complete random number. 1 in 100, which is like not accurate at all. But 1 in 100 people that try YouTube have a successful channel, okay? Of that one person, okay, for every 1 in 100 people that are actually successful on YouTube, okay? 1 in 100 of those, that larger group of people, of that each 1 in 100, okay, so like 1 in 100,000, or I guess 1 in 10,000, is gonna have 2 successful channels. Does that make sense? But it's like obviously it's like every one, more like 1 in every like 10,000 people have a successful YouTube channel, and then 1 in 10,000 of them. You know, it's like nobody has two successful YouTube channels. Nobody. Like, and I've accepted it as like, you know, you're foolish if you think you can run two YouTube channels at the same time. It is very hard, and there are very, very, very few people that can do it well. For example, I went like when Black Ops 3 came to an end, I started focusing on top 10 trends. The Smith Plays suffered because of it. Then things started popping off on the Smith Plays. I stopped on top 10 trends. That channel suffered for it. Now I haven't uploaded anything on top 10 trends in a while because I was just so busy with school, you know. And it's still doing really well because Matt's running it great and Mitch is doing a great job on it. But it's like, you know, now my channel's succeeding. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, for YouTubers out there, it's like, I just think, you know, you've got this one really successful thing. I think the main reason people make second channels, and there are times where it makes sense. Like, for example, I think H3 is a good example where he's got his main channel, then he's got the podcast. Something like that I can definitely see. More Smith Plays. This literally the channel I'm streaming on is a great example. Oh, why don't you do more videos on More Smith Plays? It's like, dude, if I'm gonna spend time on YouTube, you know, like YouTube is, like I said, it's not an easy thing, and the more I do it, the more I realize it's like it's a beast, you know, and it never gets slayed, and it's like constant innovation and constant thinking about it, and even if it's, you know, maybe it's not like I you know, I wouldn't say I put like 80 hours a week into YouTube like I used to, but it's like I'm smarter about it now. But it's just such a beast, you know. And it's like, man, you know, to think that you can spread your time between two of these things, like, it's just, it's good luck, you know, because it very few people even get the opportunity where they put all their time into one basket and it works. So the way I see it is, like, if you're gonna put your time on YouTube, just do it in one channel. You know, you're gonna alienate some people. They're not gonna like your content. They're gonna unsubscribe. But it's better than, you know, having one of those two channels and just be wasted, you know, that time be wasted. That's how I feel about it anyways. That's why I didn't make a Fortnite channel, because it's like, I'm just gonna, you know, this 1.7 million people, it's like, if they don't want Fortnite, I get it, and there's nothing stopping them from unsubscribing, but at the same time, I feel like you know how people do that on podcasts? It's like, this person on blank. I feel like someone's going to chop that section up and be like, the Smith Plays on why he left zombies or something like that. Feel free to do that. I love when people do that, you know? I like that stuff. But anyways, it's like, yeah. It's YouTube's hard. And I wouldn't want to be focusing my time on anything. Because, dude, like, even right now, I've got an editor. It's still a tough game, dude. You should bring back your old War Smith Plays. There were a lot of them. See, and that's, you know, that's the weird thing, is people were like, man, like, I would have loved to watch you do that, but it's like, do you really? Like, do you really want to watch me play Skyrim from like 3 years ago? I don't know. Fortnite's getting annoying. Fortnite it's a revolution, man. It's a revolution, and I'm happy for it, and I love it. And a lot of hate, dude. A lot of hate. Cannot believe the hate. You know, like, what's a good video that got a lot of hate? A lot of hate. Well, top 10 thickest Fortnite characters, that definitely did, but that was an April Fool's video. Here we go. This was a lot of hate. Yeah, 9.9 thousand dislikes. Okay, you effing hater. That's pretty nice. The biggest idiot this is the biggest idiot I've seen on YouTube. Am I the only one who realized how most of his gameplay clips got cut before he died? Yeah, obviously. You're bad at sniping. Okay, well, that's actually pretty nice. I hate it. I hate it fucking face, but your vids are I hate it fucking face, but your vids are okay. You're retarded. Shut the hell up. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's not too bad. I don't know if top 10 thickest Fortnite characters is going to be a bad one or not. A lot of people said I'm a pig, I'm sexist, hate women. Whew. That is That is not true. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's just it's just change. I think that's what it is at the end of the day. It's just change. You know, it's like people want you to do stuff. You know, it's like you playing Modern Warfare for a second, I missed it, but I only watched the first part. It's like, yeah, you know, it's just it's fine. And I don't know, like I'd love to do something like Twitch or something, but there's only so many hours in the day, man. There's only so many hours in the day, and for me, it's just like I got this real thing I'm focused on right now. It's just making those videos, and it sucks because like I feel like I don't have a connection, you know, and that kind of is why I did this thing. I was just like, man, I'm uploading these videos and they're doing great, but there's no connection to my audience. I don't feel it, and you know maybe I like to like sometimes just throw in a little blurb at the end of the video, but it's like with that kind of content, it's harder to connect. I feel like. This is why this is good. You know, if it's 200 people watching, I don't like awesome, great. You know, it's just nice to talk and just kind of like you know get that connection because sometimes it's easy to just be like, YouTuber, loud and exciting, but it's like you know, it's a piece of content. You know, yeah. But change is inevitable, and that's the funny thing is like for a community that one of its major quotes was changes. Well, was you know a major quote that was changes the law of life. You know, that big JFK quote on 5, you know, for a community that loved that quote, we sure don't like change. I will say that. Podcast coming back full time. No, I can't really commit. I like doing this, man. It's always so good for me to do it, but I don't know. Maybe. You know, maybe I might actually do it because I'm actually I'm doing some summer courses and all my friends are gone from my school, so it's just me. I went to see Avengers last night by myself, which actually it's really going to movies. It's the first time I ever did it. It's really not that bad. It's more just like it's only awkward if you think it's awkward. It's like you're just going to the movie, like you know, it's not like you're going to talk to the person. Your editing is very well done in your Fortnite videos, and your content is creative and different, which makes it very enjoyable. So that's kind of like that's kind of what I was looking for, because that's kind of how I feel, you know. That's kind of how I feel about my content, to be completely honest. Is like, I don't think it's the best, but I think it's unique. Right? Said it so many times. I'll say it again. It's like, if you want to get what everybody else has, do what everybody else does. If you do what everybody else does, you'll get what everybody else does. What do you do now? Oh, I'm a Fortnite streamer. It's like, wow, you're original, you know. You and 18,000 people, you know. And like, I'm not criticizing it. I'm just saying it's like, if you want to get big on it, man, it's like, if I had to get big on Fortnite right now, I would not do it on streaming. So it's like, okay, first question. Are you better than Ninja? No. Are you funnier than Ninja? No. Why would I watch you over Ninja? That's the problem, right? It's like, you know, maybe you don't like Ninja, but for the most people, it's hard, man. Like, that just seems hard. And it's like, being unique, I think that's it. I really feel like I always have tried to be unique. Because, like, when I first started streaming, nobody streamed. It was, like, super unique to do on YouTube. So I felt cool about that. Then it kind of got whatever. Even before then, it was, like, Lex's idea to do top 5s. And then, like, you know, like I said earlier, I was like, you know, like, Noah did that video that was kind of like mine. I was like, dude, I absolutely, we didn't talk about it, but I was like, man, like, I'm glad I thought in my head, I was like, man, like, that's awesome for Noah that it did well. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, if I wasn't okay with it, because it's kind of similar to the content I make, which is in no way original or my type of content to make, I'd be like, but if I got mad about that, then it's like, oh, I did that video. Like, man, like, that would be the most hypocritical thing ever, because the only reason I even have a YouTube channel is because someone else let me borrow their style of content, which was Lex with top 5s. So yeah, the realist on YouTube to me, and that's what I really enjoy with your content. I try to be real, man. Like, I think you know, like, truth is sometimes hard, and people want to like have this, I don't know, like, thing. And I think people like honesty, man. Like, and sometimes honesty isn't always the nicest thing to say. Like earlier, I was like, you know, obviously, like, views are a huge portion of YouTube, and you know, it's like when I get a lot of views on a video, I feel really good because that video did well. And it's not like a, you know, I guess like money's nice, but it's really never a money thing. It's like a I'm just addicted to the number, man. Like it's weird, but I am. It's like I see a video blow up and it's like, oh, it feels so good, you know. All those new subscribers, it's it feels so good. But you know, I just think it's good to be honest, man. I'm honest, but I think I could be more honest, and you know, I could definitely be more honest. But I don't know. What's up, Eli? Yeah, I've had my fair share of honesty over this year. Like, you know, I said it's just been like, by the way, Batman, Brayman, why didn't Lex win the boogie down? David, oh, what's up, David? It's college in a month. Weird to think you were in the same place I'm now. How are you starting college in a month? It's what? No, you're not. I refuse to believe that. You're not starting college, David. It's April. It's May. No one starts college in June. I'm so confused. Anyways, what up? It's Seabass. Thank you guys for the donos. You depressed or something? I love how I do these, and people are like, you're depressed. It's like, no, I'm just not that high strung out all the time. Getting close to 2 million, that's exciting. But like I said, to me, I'm obsessed with the daily numbers, you know. So I will check my sub count, like 1,100 new subs today. But like, I went a week without even knowing what my overall count was. And my friend's like, you must be getting pretty close. And I'm like, well, I check every day, but I never like. It's literally like right beside each other. Like, do I have seen? Like, yeah. So it's like, if you're looking on the camera or on YouTube, it's like you've got 11,000, and then right beside it is, you know, it's the actual number. But I never look at that because I don't care. It's just those dailies, man. Gotta hit those dailies. It's so addicting. YouTube is the biggest drug. Anyways, that's one thing in my opinion makes you unique. The connection you have with your fans. Why these podcasts are my favorite, and it's cool because like people are still like, man, like I wish you do the podcast more. I'm like, I appreciate that, dude. I don't know. I just find it surprising people like it. You know, I always find it surprising. I still, you know, it's like I make no money from the podcast, but I still pay like $12 a month just to keep it on iTunes for those like 3 people that listen to it. You know, but I don't think I have it on SoundCloud anymore. I was just like, you know, fuck SoundCloud, but if you average 4,000 viewers, you could get $4,000 a month. Ooh, spicy. That'd be cool. If every person gave me $1 that listened to this, that'd be dope. But it's okay. Don't even have to give me money. My podcast. What the hell? What the hell did statistics? What the hell did they do to their platform? Dashboard. What the hell did SoundCloud did Podbean do to their what? Where? Hello? 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 Publish? There we go, but where are my metrics? Sorry, this is probably not very entertaining right now. Layout. I don't know. I'm just trying to, you know, last 3 months. I'm just trying to look at how much each podcast, how many individual views each episode has. But they changed it up, and it's weird now. You know? Like, I can go to published. But it's like, I don't know how many. Anyways, I don't really care, but I liked being able to see exactly how much. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. The vinyls, like I said, I'm moving on. I'm actually just moving down the street, so that's really nice. This is, no, not the last piece of content that will be recorded in this room will be tomorrow. So, you are really political on Twitter. I hate the fact that I'm viewed as being political. I'm just super, like, for free speech, sorry. I hate that that's a free speech should not be a political thing. It's like, oh, that's a really, you know, political topic. I hate how things get politicized. It's like, free speech is like the basis of, and I will say, like, I've been super, like, I've listened to so much Jordan Peterson. I'll just throw on one of his lectures and just like play Fortnite. You know, I love it. Favorite H3 video or favorite podcast? I love their podcast, but favorite video is probably, man, that's a tough question. It's hard on the top, but I really like the one they did with Ninja, the podcast they just did. It's good. Anyways, what up, Liam? And then, anyways, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, like I just hate how they caught the, you know, because listen, Jordan Peterson, super big. For those who don't know, university professor. He's like huge now at University of Toronto. He would be forced to, basically, the Canadian government is like, you have to use these words, and if you don't, it's hate speech. And he's like, so you are compelling me to use speech. Anyways, that just set me down a rabbit hole because I was like, wow, free speech is really important, because like free speech is not just free speech, but it's like really free thought, because if you don't have the freedom to say things, then you don't really have the freedom to do anything. And I was always really big on free speech. And I think, like I said, I think everybody should be, because it's like, oh, for me, it was like just because I'm on YouTube, and I was like, you know, like this is important because I have a voice, and without that, but the more I like realized it, it's like, man, like that is the most important right, you know. But it shouldn't be politicized. But anyways, I found zombies was criticism, not the only thing criticizing your channel skins. Value I found in your video zombies was the criticism. Criticizing your channel, your skins and your plaid jacket. I don't really know what that means. Just kind of criticizing parts of the game. But you know, I like to retweet something like, I don't want to say like, you know, I retweeted. I don't retweet that much. I don't think I'm that political. I just don't think that should be political. You know. I don't know, man. World's in a weird place right now. I really, the whole university shit is kind of weird. But okay, well, like, you know, Count Dankula, like that's a huge one, right? Is like he was gonna go to jail over a Nazi joke. That's like, yeah, like that's completely fucked, man. Like you can't go to jail over things you say, you know. Like that's, I don't know. I just, sorry, it's passionate topic. But like I said, it shouldn't be politics, you know. That's what's weird, dude. I didn't realize this till like pretty recently. It's like America is like pretty much the only country that actually has free speech. Most countries have what is known as freedom of expression, which is different. In America, it's like you basically, like, the way I understand it is like you can say anything, right? But like in America, like in Canada, like freedom of expression, it's like you know, hate crime, and like there's comedians that have said like mean things and like been fined, you know, which is, I don't think that's really fair. But good things are happening too, like what's happening in Korea, man, like that's crazy. And like the fact that they said like they want to demilitarize the Korean peninsula, that's the other thing. Like I said, it was like I got kind of interested in the whole like, you know, Jordan like Peterson thing because there was like a free speech issue, and then like I really went down the rabbit hole of like the 1900s and like, you know, Soviet Russia and like Nazi Germany, and just like, man, so fascinating. You can say anything in America without threatening people. Yeah, so like because that's an assault. But like, yeah. Bills, yeah, stand up against C16. Hate speech, fighting words, and slander being exceptions to free speech. Yes, that is true. So it's like, yeah, slander, and then hate speech. But like I said, Canada is like, anyways, America has much more free speech than like any country in the world, really. But anyways, what I was saying is like, what was I saying? Oh, dude, like I just got so fascinated with like, just basically like 1900 to about 1945. Like that to me is and I've just been working through like podcasts and like, oh man, but it's just like was such a bizarre time because it was before then it was kind of like the way I've kind of figured it. And like I said, I don't know it and I want to learn more. I just want to learn and freaking learn about this. But it's like, hey, what up, Nicholas? Good luck, man. Anyways, it's like, to me, it was, I guess before like that, it was kind of more like kings and queens and czars and stuff. But then like World War II kind of happened and like the Russian Revolution, that to me is so interesting because it was like, no more is this person, is we're going to get ruled over by this group, right? And then literally like they introduced communism and it's just like, it's so much worse, and that just, it's that whole thing where, it's just like tyranny is like anyone gets power. It just, it just, oh my God, man. Like this, like Soviet Russia is just so fascinating to me because it just like the pretty much worst thing that's ever happened in history. It's like 100 million people died under the rule of Stalin, something like that, like 20 million to 200 million. It's a pretty big like gap to not really know. How was university? Like this was one of the courses I did a course on World War II. It's so interesting because it's like it's really easy to just like Nazi Germany is so clear cut how bad they were, right? It's like you gassed Jews, you gassed, you killed people for being gay, for being handicapped, for a whole bunch of reasons. It wasn't just being Jewish. It was all kinds of different things. Basically, if you were like not really like deemed like that you were going to help the society, it's so like it's just like that lowest, like the deepest, darkest parts of humanity. And to me, it's so goddamn interesting. And it's awful, man. Like the worst, the best and worst thing I ever listened to was like Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, which I guess is kind of like, oh, the history person starter pack. I just, listen, I just like learning stuff. But that fat kid went viral for wanting communism. Yeah. More died under Mao than Stalin. And that's another good point. And Mao, and that's a whole can of worms I haven't even gone into. But again, another communist regime that's like, yeah. Man, it's just like, it's just scary, because it's like how many people die because one person's agenda. And it's like China's Communist Party killed so many, estimated as high as 89 million. Exactly. But like how many people died in World War II? Roughly 80 million died in World War II. So, and the thing that's really interesting to me about World War II is how I learned about World War II in history is like, it's so, like, I find it's like, just kind of like not okay, because the way like I learned about it as a Canadian is like, you focus on the British and the Americans and the Canadians, and it's like, like the most losses that like, the Western Allies ever had was like a normal day on the Eastern Front. It was like just so, and like the Eastern Front between Russia and Germany was just so like just disgusting. It was so evil. The way like the history seemed, it's like it's just, oh my God, man, like it wasn't even war, anyways, it's a lot, and I don't know if people even really want to hear me talk about that, but the Great Leap Forward. What was the Great Leap Forward? Was this Mao? Oh, okay. An economic social campaign, the Communist Party. Wow, that's insane. See, like I said, I'm gonna have to get into that, but to me, like the really interesting thing was like Stalin, because he basically, and again, I don't know much about this. Infinity War. Oh man, great movie. Also, kind of interesting that you bring that up, because I saw like a connection between, well, I mean, I don't think this is a really big plot twist, is that like the main villain's goal is to kill half the people in the universe, basically to and like hunger and stuff. So like, history podcast, please. So like, it's kind of cool because I've just been doing all this, like thoughts of like Soviet Russia, and basically what Stalin did is he kind of did the same thing. He just killed millions of people to industrialize Russia. Basically, that's what he did. Is he basically just killed people to take it so that there wasn't just farmers and start the industrialization of the country. It's awful, man. It's like the worst thing. They just kill people. They would just they go to farmers, they just take all their food, and like, man, it's bad shit. It was bad shit. But anyways, I thought it was kind of similar to like Thanos' thing. Anyways, freaking love World War II, man. I love that whole time period. Like I said, it's just so dark. It's just like the craziest story. I'm listening to right now. I'm listening to World War I by the Hardcore History Podcast and Dan Carlin, and it's like, it was really cool because I'm at the part where he's talking about all the politics. It's like in the later part, and he's talking about the Russian Tsar. He's like, and then there was this guy that came onto the scene, and he healed the Russian Tsar's son. And I was like, wait a second. He's talking about it. And he doesn't say the name at first. He goes on about this whole thing for 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, is that the one, the only Rasputin, right? And I was like, oh my God, the song, Lex, it all adds up. That was kind of a cool moment. Anyways, Infinity War, man, I don't care about Avengers. Like, I don't care about superhero movies. Ant-Man, like, to me, people make I feel like people should like whatever they want to like. I never have been able to get into it. It's like, it's great, sure. But I just thought the first Avengers movie was stupid because, like, you've got the Hulk and then you've got a guy that shoots arrows, and I was like, I hate to be that guy, but I was just like, man, like, that dude's so lame. Like, you've got all these awesome people, and it's like, why are you trying to make... Anyways, I thought it was fucking amazing. Dude, that was such a good movie. Like, oh my God, it was just great. I loved how there were all these different stories, and then they haven't really all kind of come together, but they have, and man... Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not really big into... the two things I'm not super big into is Star Wars and superhero movies. I love, like, pretty much every other type of movie. But those are the two that I just like. Like, Harry Potter is my shit. Like, Lord of the Rings was great. But, dude, like, the that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Hawkeye is a little bitch, boy. Anyways, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Like, we're just talking about movies now. That's kind of what we're at. I don't know, man. That's all really I gotta say, I think. Tired. I don't really want to put this on iTunes. I probably won't, honestly. I hope people, people have the link. It'll be up here. It's on Twitter. If you want to find it, you'll find it. People subscribe. That's pretty much it. I think. Like I said, just grinding life. We'll do another one of these, but kind of a weird time right now. I guess I should say just people. I don't really want to say this, but I'll just say, like, don't have any huge expectations for this summer. It's kind of a weird summer without zombies, so I can't really say I have an answer to what's going to come this summer, but I just want to say to you guys who, I guess, I don't want this to get, like, wild, but I'm just going to say, like, it's not a zombie summer, so I can't really say what's going to happen as of now. Things are kind of up in the air. Anyways, it's fine. At the end of the day, I always just did my own stuff anyways on my channel, so it doesn't really change anything here. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I was actually gonna stream Mob of the Dead today, but wasn't feeling it. I'm not gonna force myself, obviously, but what I am gonna do is make a video tomorrow. Oh yeah, season 4 comes out tomorrow. So to anyone that actually cares, I usually don't rush videos, but I think I'm just gonna grind a video out tomorrow, and hopefully, if I don't feel it, if it's not really ready, I won't. That's been my number one thing, is I don't rush videos now. If it doesn't go out, it doesn't go out. But if it does, if it works, then I'll have a video. 10 things new to season 4. I think is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, all right. Okay. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Peace out. Yeah, everyone just got freaked out. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens this summer. Anyways, if Dusty dies instead of Tilted, I'm gonna cry. Dude, why would they take out Dusty? Just want to say that at the end of it. What? I hope they don't. Why Dusty? Like, poor Dusty Depot. It sucks, but like, take out Tilted, man. Make it splash. Anyways, we're gonna end it there, guys. Thanks for coming out. It's a good little chat. Basically, we talked about girls for a little bit. Mostly zombies in Fortnite. Yeah, it was good. I'm gonna title this why I started uploading Fortnite. Boom. There you go. Nice enticing title, not clickbait. Anyways. Bye. But for real, thanks for coming out, guys. Much love. Always good chat. And maybe we'll see you later. Maybe we won't. But who knows?